I'm here, and what I would like to try to do today is to show you how to make a proper cup of coffee with the right amount of ingredients and with the right procedure. So for today we have a French press, so the amount of ingredients that we're going to prepare are going to be proper for a French press. So first off, we're gonna heat up the water.
We got 12 ounces, right?
Yes.
We gotta put the water is right here in the back.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna start by heating up the water, waiting until it boils.
12 ounces.
So we have it all set up there. While the water boils, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the coffee that we are going to be making today. This is San Felipe coffee. It's a specialty coffee that's grown at high altitude. The coffee is grown at 5,800 feet above sea level. So it normally takes longer for that coffee to develop and ripen, but that is also one of the reasons it gives it a very special flavor that it has. The coffee is also hand-picked by the workers back in Colombia, and then it's also processed and hand-sorted locally. So we have milled this coffee, and we have brought the best of the best from the coffee growing region in Colombia. So my friends at Wi+Cowork could try it, and what we're trying to do with it is trying to open a market in the US with this coffee. So the next thing that we're going to do is grind the coffee. So we have it as full beans right now. This should actually be, if you don't have a home roaster, this should actually be the best way to keep your coffee. We have less surface area before it's ground. Therefore, your coffee is going to stay fresh for longer. So I do recommend that you get one of these guys. This is a great coffee grinder, small size. It should be perfect for your everyday coffee needs. So we're gonna grind here about 10 grams of coffee. That should amount to 2 tablespoons. So we're gonna go ahead and grind those 10 grams of coffee. They're all set up there, and now we're gonna head and grind them. Okay, that's perfect. The actual ground for the coffee that you make in French press should be coarse, and the reason is because you don't want any of the really small particles to go through the filter. You don't want to be trying that stuff when you're tasting your coffee. So when you do it, try not to grind it too much. Just give it a coarse ground. So we have the coffee there. Another thing that I want you to notice is that this coffee is not very dark. This is what we call medium roast. It's actually a type of roast that will let you taste the most flavors in a coffee. Some people prefer espresso type coffees, which is a darker roast. And well, in flavors, everything is in the eye of the beholder. But I would recommend that if you're a coffee drinker, coffee connoisseur, I would recommend that you try this medium roast, because it can let you try the most flavors in the spectrum of coffee. When you go dark roast or espresso-like, then you only get to try one flavor, maybe the flavor you like. But with this type of roast, you can taste, for example, for this coffee, you can taste the chocolate flavors, the citrus flavors, the flowery flavors. It does look like it's getting there, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the stove, and I'm going to let it sit outside of the stove for about 30 seconds. The right temperature for the water should be between 190 to 195 degrees Fahrenheit. But that's important because I'm an engineer by background. But if you're not, it doesn't matter. The way to get it to the right temperature is that after the water boils, then you take it out of the stove for about 1 minute, and then the water should be down to the right temperature to make your coffee in the French press. So I think the water should be at the right temperature right now. What we're going to do then is take 10 grams of the coffee that we recently ground. Before you put it in there, just make sure you kind of smell the fragrance of the coffee while it's in the grinding machine. So 1 tablespoon should be about 5 grams, and another tablespoon. So in total, there should be about 10 grams of coffee there in the French press. And then we go ahead and we pour the coffee, which, it's not boiling water. Remember, it should be about 20 degrees below boiling temperature. So the water is pouring in the French press on top of the coffee. Next thing you need to do is you have to stir the coffee within the French press. Do not make circular movements. What you need to do is, or what it's recommended to do, is that you go in up and down movements. So that will allow the coffee to be falling gradually within the liquid as we wait until it sips and until the grounds impart or infuse the hot water with the right flavors. So remember, don't stir in circular movements, just up and down movements. So to avoid that a lot of the fragrance escapes, we will put the top in the French press, and we're going to press it just to the point that it touches the liquid. And now we are going to wait for 4 minutes. The coffee is going to be sipping in the water for 4 minutes. The next thing we do is it's 4 minutes now. So what you do is you press the French press down. Try to do it as slowly as possible. If for any reason you find some resistance that's going down, it means there's been some particles that have gotten stuck in the piston. But it should go down smoothly. You gotta make sure that there's not any solids going through the filter, because otherwise they're gonna get into your drink. So that's done. So now we're gonna go ahead and
The best part.
organize and pour the coffee and taste it. So we're gonna pour it in the little coffee cups. It's coming down. You can tell how the water's still pretty hot, and that's another one of the things that I have learned, by being in this coffee business for as long as I remember, and is that the coffee will actually give you different flavors as the water cools down. So initially, you will be able to try more of the fragrance that's proper of the dry and ground coffee, and later on, as the water warms, let's say 30 seconds to 1 minute after it's been poured, you're gonna start trying out more of the sweetness of the coffee. So you'll be able to try more of the chocolate and citrusy notes.
Perfect. So I think why don't you just visit the video at the end, and then we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up with the best portion, which is the tasting.
Yeah. So it's time to enjoy.